Welcome to More Than a Few Words, the video version. This is Lorraine Ball, and today I've got Britt Bowie with me.
Hello.
Britt is our newest member of the team here at Round Peg. Welcome to the team.
Thanks, I'm very excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. As Britt was settling in, we had some interesting conversations about what it's like jumping on the freight train that is Round Peg. What advice would you have for someone who gets a job offer and then has to get ready for their first day at work?
I think the most important thing is to take a deep breath. I love just jumping in and getting my hands dirty, but in this situation, I just had to take a deep breath and say, okay, what needs to be done? And kind of put together a list and knock out those things that need to be done before my first day.
And so you kind of got organized, got ready for your first day, walked in the door, and then the fun began.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Grew up 2 cats, I loved it.
Yes, and Betty made sure that she felt welcome here at Round Peg by leaving a deposit on her desk because, well, we have office cats and this is Round Peg. But once you cleaned off the top of your desk, literally, how did you kind of start the process, and what would you recommend to other people taking over a job that someone else had been doing?
Honestly, this was the first time ever in this situation, and so going in, I knew that Peter had kind of been with the company a long time, so everything I knew, I was telling him what I knew, but at the same time, I needed to kind of learn the Round Peg way as well. So just kind of easing myself in, allowing myself to be overwhelmed with all the information I'm receiving and filtering out what I need, taking how many notebooks do I have going right now, like 3 or 4, just organizing all my thoughts and what I'm learning, and then learning how to mesh that new information with my current information.
You know, you came into the job, and one of the reasons we liked you for the position is you had a lot of experience. So you had your way of doing things, and I think one of the things that has worked really well is taking that experience, matching it against our systems and going, there's a disconnect here. Why do you do it this way? How do, can we make these changes? I think that's worked really well for us.
Thank you. Yes, that's honestly one of my favorite things right now is going through our processes and saying, hey, what about this? And you're like, someone will be like, Britt, I never even thought of that. But then you'll tell me something 2 minutes later and I'll say, whoa, why wasn't I thinking of that? So it's just been a really, really fun exchange.
And I think that's kind of the advice I would give to managers when you're bringing in new people, is to remember that the person you're hiring is not the person who just left. That there are going to be differences, and appreciating them, being ready for the questions. Because sometimes I think it sound when the question is, why do you do it that way? It can sound a little bit like, well, what do you mean, why do we do it that way? We do it that way because it works.
You cannot take it personally. I mean that for both ends. There have been many times where they're like, someone come back later and be like, Britt, they didn't mean it. And I was like, I didn't take it that way. I don't know. I'll be the first to admit this is a new area for me. So,
and it works really well if you have that open dialogue. If you can take the time to say, well, we do it that way because of this, this, and this, and then go, but that will fit our system. Britt, we're really glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
If you'd like to know more about Britt, be sure to look for her blog posts on roundpeg.biz and look for other conversations with the Round Peg team, both here on Facebook and our podcast at morethanafewwords.com. Happy Monday!